Hello everybody, Brandon Parker, back again with another gameplay video. This is on DC Universe Online, playing this game here, so I'm at it again, and this time I'm doing a character, which is my Metallic Theory character that I haven't played with in a while, so I'm going to jump right in. Let's go onto the On Duty tab, and let's go to two-player stuff and do random stuff here, okay? And I've done a few things with this character, of course. As I mentioned with my last video on this game, that I've done, I've got them all the way, pretty much T3 all the way up. So all of my characters, I still got some work to do with my Kinetic Fusion, which is my healer, electric healer. I got work to do with him. And I got one of the basic, what you call it, the home turf ones with the basic home base, part of the home turf stuff that came out last year sometime. And of course I've gotten all the DLC stuff because I'm a subscriber, paid member, whatever, legendary member, whatever, that you pay $15 a month if you want to have everything, which is, in some ways it's good, some ways it's kind of expensive going that route, but there's other options where you could do like a certain amount a month before you have to pay again, or I think, but I don't ever do that because sometimes I might want to end it and take a break and I won't go back to the game for a while. So if I ever feel like doing that, I'll just that's why I do the $15 a month one, which is okay for right now in my for what I do with a bunch of different games, because I never know when I'm never going to take a break from this. If I know when I want to take a break from this game, that's why I do that. And especially as in my situation, I had a lot of issues with my internet connection, so another reason why. And then why I took a long break from the game. Actually, last time I really got into this game was back in March, and I'm trying to get back into this again, which I just recorded a video update on my Celadon Lantern character, so I did a little bit on that and stuff. And I guess, oh, it looks like this guy that I'm playing with, he's pretty up there in strength. And I'm trying to make my blue like the Blue Lantern color, so I'm trying to do that because I'm anticipating and hoping that they would bring out blue lanterns in the game, because I know they did red lanterns, so it'd be really nice if they, and I'm gonna get knocked out here because I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah, see, now I also try to get my blue to also match my color, my power, and that's why I have the glow that I have. I had to like pay like $20 in order to get this. I was automatically gonna get a glow, but it was a random one. It would have been like a blue one, a red one, or this white one, which this is a different kind of white one compared to the regular white one. This one actually looks like smoke, so it's a really cool aura. And what I really do like about it is not too many people will have it, so I will look very unique to a lot of players. I've seen one or two other people that have it, but not very rarely, not too many people have it. For one, some people might have not known about it, or it was kind of expensive, and I paid $20 just mainly for this, because everything else I got was kind of junk. It is kind of useful, that other stuff that I got with it, but to me I consider it junk because I really don't care too much for it, like the other stuff, so you can find items easily in the game, say if you want to get all the fleets and all that stuff, or if you want to get like any of the investigation briefings, mostly that's what it's for, or like protocol repair droids if you want them right next to you, you don't want to go back to the beginning of the dang level. Mostly you do that in like harder missions, like say if you're doing something like a raid, you mostly want to repair bot for that because it takes a long time to go back to the beginning. It's really hard because of that. But even then, I would just take my time to go back. Cause sometimes a lot of times when I'm doing raids, it's it gets to the point where it's really hard, and some people are just sitting there waiting for another person to come in because they'll kick a person out, or I'm waiting for another person to come in because they decided they wanted to leave, disband, or they just left for whatever reason. So a lot of times I won't even care to even use a repair bot, because I have a few of them, and I've only used like one of them so far that I've ever gotten, and I got like 4 or 5 of them. Not really sure exactly because I got several different stuff with my 5 characters that I have. 4 of them are heroes, and I'll put down in the description box, I'll put the names of all my characters. The only villain that I have, and I'm not a fan of the villain side of any type of comic book hero, comic book stuff. I'm not a fan of the bad guys. I'm always into the heroes. The only villain I have is only because I'm a huge fan of lanterns. It is, of course, the Yellow Lantern, which is known as a Sinestro Corps. But I'm not really, because with this game, you're not really, you kind of are a Lantern, but you're not really a member of them. But with the War of the Light, they made it so easy. No, well, I mean, not easy, but what I'm trying to say is they made it to where you can actually, because it's not easy, because I have to, I've had that DLC for a while because I've been a paid member, and I only took like a 4-month break, so I haven't really got to do the content because it's really hard to get to do all that content that I paid for, that I'm paying for, all of that stuff. So I haven't been able to do any of the War of the Light stuff, so it's been very hard for me. Main reason why it's hard for me, one, I keep jumping back and forth from several different characters and working on them, and then I'm playing this by myself with not like a, like, of course you are playing with other people, but not with the same people all the time. So pretty much I am doing this by myself, kind of thing. I guess I'm gonna have to go over here. I'm gonna see. I guess do this. Okay. And he's got the green ore, which, if you see my last video on this, I got it too with my Green Lantern character. And I don't think he's oh yeah, I guess he is a Green Lantern, because I see his oh, and then he's got Green Lantern themed gear, because he's got the emblem, and I want that really bad because that's how much of a fan I am of the lanterns. And so that's why I even look the way that I do. Even with this, it's the quantum power. And last time I did a video on this, I kind of looked like Superman. And what do I do with this exactly? I don't even know what to do with this. I'm confused because I get mixed up every time I jump in here. I either, like, what the hell am I what do I do with this? I thought I'd bring it back over to here because I picked it up. Okay. I'll just I guess I do. Well then, okay, I picked it up and I screwed up. Yeah, see, and I'm glad the other person's not like have a mic on. I screwed up there a little bit. Yeah, because sometimes when I'm on the villain side, I get it mixed up. When I'm playing with my Yellow Lantern character, I will have to pick those up, but take them back to the to that thing that I just went to, and right before it let me do that, because and I'm pissed. You already know he's strong. Kind of ruined it, and I hate. Sometimes I hate playing with people like that, but then it's good. But then it kind of just goes wasted. I like playing with someone who's kind of around the same level as me. And I don't have that luck with this game right now. I'm playing this by myself. I don't really have anybody helping me, so it's frustrating right now at this point. I didn't really do any damage because it was kind of pointless. Each guy that I tried hitting in this, he took it. So even if I was as strong as he was, if he got to the enemy before I did, it is too late. He took most of the damage, so it was kind of pointless. That's why I kind of don't like it. But I need to do it because I still got to get some T3 stuff. I got to get, let's see what I actually need for T3. I have pretty much all of it. I need to get the hands, I need to get the feet, I need to get the head, I guess. And okay, so what I have is, oh, I have the Owen Tech mask, which is, I guess apparently the Owen Tech mask, which I'm gonna go to face and Owen Tech. It looks kind of like let's say what's his name? That one lantern dude, Rayner. Yeah, Kyle Rayner. Yeah, him. It looks like his mask. I really don't like it. So I'll just go with this. Just because all of my other characters have the, which is this one. I had it on him, but I looked and I'm like, let's just make him. I know I'm a fan of the lanterns, but let's make him different. I had the half domino, and it looks like the lantern mask, which looks best on blue and the green lanterns. Because when I have it with the yellow on it, it looks crappy, and I have to make it black or whatever, or not wear it at all. So I'll just so what I do is I'll just make it black for my yellow lantern, and I'll do that because having a face mask like that, like this kind of a mask, is alright. This one, only reason why I don't wear it with this one, because it makes you look like Nightwing kinda, and I don't want to look like Nightwing or like Batman because it's kind of got that bat look with it, but I guess it's alright. No, and I don't see too many people wearing this, so I'm like, alright, I'll wear this. So that's why I do that. And let's go to on duty because I'm talking more than I'm playing the game. And I ain't gonna go to the vaults because what I'm kind of finding really stupid about the vault, and I've been playing this for so long and for a really long time, and I mentioned that in my videos before, and I'm not gonna repeat myself, but I kind of just don't like. Okay, let's see. Like the vault anymore. You don't really get anything cool out of it, and you get to go into it once a day if you're a paid member. Well, and if you're not, you have to wait like every other day. So one day, and then the next day you can't do it, but the day after that you could do it. But then you have to become a premium member, meaning you bought something in the game, anything. Then you become a premium member for life once you bought something in the game. That's what a premium member is. And a paid member is someone that is paying a certain amount a month to get everything in the game. And you can do other options like buy each DLC manually, but then you don't get to open up block boxes when you want. And that kind of option is, in some ways, I thought about doing that, but I'm like, no, it's okay to pay $15 a month, and because if I don't play the game, I just don't play the game. And even if I pay for some of that DLC, when am I ever going to get to it? So it's always good, in my situation, the way I'm looking at it, it's best to just do the $15 a month, and if I'm going to take a break from the game and not play it for a while, then I will just cancel it and come back to it later, which is pretty good for my situation. And so yep. So yeah, that's how I got the glow that I have. If you're wondering, I paid for it, and it came out like at the beginning of the year, or yeah, somewhere around that time, and it was like $20. It was a limited time offer, and if you really wanted to get a glow, you would have had to pay, but it would have been a random one. Like I said, it would have been a light blue one, well, a blue one that's kind of the same color as my outfit that I have, that kind of blue. But it would have been the same like the white one that I have. It just would have been blue with it kind of looks bluish with a little black on it. Kind of wish I had that, but then I look and I'm like, doesn't matter. This at least I have a glow that not too many people will have. So, which is pretty cool. That's another reason why I paid $20 for it. It's just that I feel like it shouldn't have been $20. I would have been like $5, maybe not even 5. I would maybe 10. Okay, like $10. I would have accepted that because a lot of the stuff that just came with it was just junk. I mostly feel like I just paid $20 for the glow itself, and that other stuff that came with it was kind of pointless. And I need to do this because I'm getting hit. And one thing I kind of like about my color power and color power of all the characters is that the color is kind of like darker on some of the powers that you use. It's like a little bit darker than the other, so my color doesn't 100% match. And I'm very picky. I like to match 100%, like my color to completely match my power color, every single part of my power color. And then there'll be parts of it that'll be white, and it shows the white more than the blue, so it's really hard. And some of it looks kind of like a little bit light purplish, like this power. It's mostly blue, but it kind of at times looks like it's a little like bluish purple, like a light bluish purple. Like this power right here, like it looks like it's bluish purple, so it doesn't match my clothing color that I set it to. And then another reason why I went back into this game that I haven't mentioned, if you didn't watch my video on my Celadon Lantern, which is of course my Green Lantern character. The reason why I named him Celadon Lantern is because it's another name of for Green Lantern. It's another name for green. Celadon is another word for green, but it's a different type of green. It's like lighter green, and they have, like, when I looked it up in the dictionary what words mean green, and so that's why I picked it, and so that's why I did that. And then when after I selected the name, I was like, well, kind of wish I didn't pick it, but it was hard. I wanted to use my real name, and I couldn't do that because I guess it was taken. And I'm like, who plays this game that has the same first and last name? I was like kind of PO'd about that. I was like, what the hell? And so I had to go without using my real name for my Green Lantern character. I actually want to use my real name for my Yellow Lantern too, or one of them. One of my lanterns I wanted my real name. And at the time they didn't have a green glow, so I was more into the Yellow Lantern. But since the green aura came out, I'm a big fan of that. But then what I noticed, and I see that they added it in the game. I think they might have made a mistake or were testing with it. But during the Christmas time, if you watch one of my Green Lantern videos, one of my first or second one, you'll see that my glow was really small, and it's because it's the fact that I don't know if it was a mistake they did or something they were just testing with, but it was really short. And then the other day I was looking just whatever the glow that were out there that I came across, because I have all of them, and I saw like slim auras, so they're calling them slim auras now. They have slimmer ones, but what I don't like about them is it's really pointless to have a slim aura because you can't really see on the character that the aura is really there. And if you got really bulky gear on you, it makes it look like you can't really see the glow on you. And I've seen it for like $4 million. The lowest I've seen was like $2 million, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to pay that much, not even $1 million. And it's not your real cash, of course. I'm talking about in-game cash, because it'd be bogus to even play this game if you're paying $1 million out of your own pocket. But it's in-game cash that I'm talking about, and it's $4 million in-game cash. I'm like, for most of the slim auras, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I pay that much for something that's really, to me, you can't really see it, and I really don't like it. And because I've been on the forums, so I'm trying to put myself out there with this game, and some people have mentioned when I don't know if it was a mistake or they were just testing it out, and people were saying, bring it back, we want it, we want it. So the other day I see it as a part of as an addition now. But I got all the gloves that I want, and I like the big fat gloves that stick out. I really like them. The only thing I don't like about them is when you're walking, like even with this glow, it kind of like does fit, like it looks like it's all choppy when you're walking on the floor. That's the only thing I don't like about it. But when you're in the air, it stays covered around, like on the outside of your feet. But when you're walking, see, it looks really weird. But other than that, I like the bulky glows because it brings out your color more, the brightness of it. Even if you have a lot pretty dark, and if you're in a bright area of the game, it brings it out a lot more. And I am not using my power that much, so that's why we're taking a little bit forever to do this. And I still need to get 4 more pieces of gear. Like, I know I need to get the head, the hands, and the legs, because I got the back. And I was wearing it, then I decided not to wear it because it's too big and bulky, and I'm not a huge fan of the big and bulky stuff. I really don't like too many of the shoulders in this game. This is the only shoulder that I like to wear, but then I don't like to wear it with my Green Lantern character. At one point it kind of did look cool on my Green Lantern, but then I felt like I didn't look like a true Lantern. But I also wanted to look just a tad bit different. So what I did with my Green Lantern, and I didn't really, because I had issues recording it because my damn screen capture, I had issue with that program that I use, which is Camtasia Studio. I use that to capture video from my webcam when I'm doing gameplays. And I would use the software that came with it, but every update, and I just updated it not too long ago, like a day or so, and it didn't even, I was pissed, it didn't even, still doesn't even work, it's still messed up. And I want to believe it's something that I have installed, but I have too much stuff on my computer right now that I really don't want to spend the time reinstalling it. And I'm very careful on where I go on the internet, and I mentioned that in my last video on this game, which was on my Celadon interaction that I've mentioned already. I really am careful where I go on the internet and what I download, and most of what I download is what I pay for. Okay, and I don't know where the hell is he at. Is he up there? Did I ignore? I don't know if I ignored enemies. I hope I didn't. I'm doing okay. I won't be able to beat Bane by myself, but I can do most of these guys myself. It'll just take me a while because I'm not 100% strong enough to do this myself, but I can at least get away with it. See, like this, like I just mentioned earlier, when I did this power, it's too dark. But I guess it's alright. My color's alright. I'm just being a bit picky, but I just want to look totally different than everybody else. And I do look different than everybody else, because when I really look at it, I do look a lot different, because nobody really has their color to match. A lot of people I see, their color doesn't even match their power at all, which you can do whatever you want with your character. It's yours, so I can't really tell them what to do with their character, but it's just my opinion and what I think. I think it's stupid to me, but it doesn't really matter. I don't tell people what to do in the game anyway. I don't say that your character looks stupid. I'll say it in my video that I'm not really saying that it looks stupid. What I'm actually saying is that for me, that's not how I would make my character. I want him to look sweet and cool and appealing to, especially because I do videos, and technically he had enough health down, because usually when you have it, like, not all the way down, but like that, and he was messing around over there, and he shouldn't be in controller role, so I'm pissed off at the other player. He was shacking around, because he didn't follow me. Whatever he was fighting, he didn't need to do it. He just left me there all by myself. And I'm not gonna wait for him because I thought I could have did it myself. But I ran out of power, so I couldn't do it, and I couldn't, and because I have soda cola, but I have to wait until it regenerates. You have to wait a certain amount of time before you can use another one, which I kind of think it's stupid. If you have whatever you have equipped, you should be able to use as many as you want. But that's just how they did the game. And then look at that. And then how is he able to see this? What pisses me off. It's about other players. You're able to destroy him all by yourself, and which technically I should have had him because he was near dead, and it doesn't allow you, like certain enemies, you don't really have to take down all their health to beat them, because like this, you're fighting him, but you're not really fighting him until the end. And then he's the one skipping enemies at certain parts, so I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just messing around. Which I really don't care. But yeah, I am kind of weak with this character. But with this power, I have to use Hand Blaster, which I like the. I got so used, and one of my problems is I got so used to the, which is a brawler weapon, which is just kind of like it's not really a weapon, but it's but you're using like punching as your weapon, so they call that brawling. So you're punching, and that's usually what Superman does. He just punches. He doesn't and picks up things. He uses his strength. Like he doesn't kick or do karate. He never kicks at all. I've never seen Superman do any kicking, and if he does, which I'll be like, I didn't know Superman could kick, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't, and which I know Superman pretty well, because I've known him since a kid. Like, well, all the superheroes from both sides, DC and Marvel, I know a lot about them. Like, maybe, like, the ones that are barely even mentioned, I don't know too much about. Like, let's say, like, Hawkeye on Marvel, and let's say, like, I don't know, let's say, like, Cyborg. I know who Cyborg is, but I don't really, like, it's not that I really don't know too much about him, it's that I really don't care to know too much about him, because he's not one of those characters that that he's really important. Like he's just a character that you really don't care about, because he's not one of the top characters. Like Batman, everyone knows who Batman is because he's been around for years, and that's all DC really talks about. And the second top one, of course, is Superman, so they talk about him a lot. And then the only reason why Wonder Woman is up there is because she's the only like really female character on DC. So any female fans of DC or whatever, they want to know about her more and all that stuff. That's the only reason. And say nighty night. But really, on the female side, they need to add more, like, more interesting female characters. So you really only have one on DC. Some of the others are kind of spawn off like Batman, like Supergirl, or yeah, Wonder Girl. Even Wonder Girl, she's spawned off of Wonder Woman. So you really don't care, and I kind of find that odd. They don't do that. They don't really do that with Marvel. Whatever female characters they have, they were not spawned off of another character. That's what I don't like. Like even Superboy, I think that's stupid. Why do you have Superboy? You should just create a whole new character entirely. And that's the only thing I don't like about DC. Why they did that with their characters. But other than that, DC is. It's kind of hard. Sometimes at some points you want to say Marvel is doing better, but then when you look at the video game side, Marvel has not really had a really memorable game. Because Marvel is, like with Spider-Man, I'm a fan of Spider-Man, and you can see me wearing a Spider-Man shirt, which is kind of not a good idea because I'm playing a DC game, but I am saying if I had a green, because I don't have, I want to get me a Green Lantern and Yellow Lantern shirt, and I don't have one of those right now, because I haven't mentioned it that much, but I still live with my parents, and you look at me, and if you come across me, you really don't know who I am or my age or anything. You might think I'm 16, so you'd be like, well, it may not bother you, but then when you know my actual age and I'm 26, you'll be like, why are you still living with your parents? And I'm like, well, in a lot of ways, when you really look at it, in today's society, like especially where I grew up from, a lot of where I grew up, I've been around people and grew up around people that all they want to do with their life is get high, do drugs, and they don't really get out and do anything. And with me, the only reason why I'm still living with my parents is because I'm not financially able to get on my own. It's really hard with the economy here in the United States. Like, you kind of gotta have luck in order to get in order to be on your own, or get with somebody that could help you out, and or like me, even with what I'm doing on YouTube, for some people they'll think I have a lot of money, but when you really look at it, I really don't have a lot of money out of this. I've been fighting with my parents to do videos because they get in my way, and it's really hard for me to do a video. So that's another reason, well, one of the main reasons why I'm still living with my parents is because I tell them what I gotta do, and they just fight me on it. And yes, I can get another job, but I haven't been successful in that department. And when every time I've only had one job, but it lasted for about a year, but I quit because I was kind of not going anywhere. I was working at Lowe's, which is a home improvement store similar to like Home Depot, but I was working there and I couldn't do it because one, I got tired of pushing the carts. I was a cart loader, and I only wanted to do cart loading because the way my parents raised me is they didn't want me to get a job while I was in school. They wanted me to focus on school because they were like, because my mom, the way she looked at it, she was able to graduate when she worked, but then she was like, maybe you could have done a lot better in school if she didn't work at all. But the way her parents raised her, she had no choice, so she wanted to give me something else. And then my dad also didn't want me to work because he wanted us to do sports or some kind of an activity of some kind. Didn't matter what it was. Even ROTC, because he's in the military, he didn't even care. And yes, he really wanted us to do ROTC a lot, but he didn't care if we weren't doing that. He wanted us to do different activities as a kid. So after I graduated and all that stuff, I'm like, I tried, and I always wanted to do stuff with film, because when I was growing up as a kid, I was a huge, like, highly into baseball. I played it, and I really loved baseball, and I was into sports. I would have done football, but the main reason why I didn't do it, just by looking at me, you can see that I'm a small guy, and I couldn't do it. And I've been a small guy my entire life. I just had parents who, not really big. They like my mom. When you look at her, you might think she's kind of chubby, but when you really look at her weight, she's really not. She grew into her weight, but she's not really big at all. She weighs like 120 pounds. That's not really big at all. And like my dad, looking at older pictures of him, he was pretty small himself. So yeah, and now he's gotten a little bit bigger because he's been in the military for so long that he can do that. And I would have joined the service because I actually did ROTC, but I over the years I I had like since I was 16 I had seizures, and then I had a couple of doctors that mentioned that maybe it was just a temporary thing because it only happened like 3 times, and then I never had it for like a good 5 years. Because in last November, I had another one, and it was a different kind of, and for people who don't really know me and don't know much about me, I actually almost died about it. Died from it actually, and you can want to laugh at me or whatever, and that's why I don't talk about it because I get really shy about talking about my personal stuff, but I notice when I see a lot of YouTubers, they actually kind of get personal, but not 100. Like depends on what they're doing. Like if they're by themselves, they'll talk about like what's going on in their like personal life. Like what did they do today? Did they whatever they did that day? They'll be talking about it. And I may have to end the video here if I don't get in anything out of this. And then hopefully I don't have to re-record this again if I don't mention that I had to re-record this again. Then well you won't never know that I'm just saying this if I had to delete this. Unless well I don't know, sometimes when I say something like that, like if I have to record this again, you'll never know because I had just deleted that. So sometimes it's pointless for me to say that. Say what I just said now if I'm gonna delete it, because you'll never know that I said that. Yeah, it's really hard. Reason sometimes for me to talk in my videos is because I don't have a good audience of people that comment on my videos every day, and I not like my gaming channel. I haven't been doing this for a while, for about a year now, but like I said, because I still live with my parents. One main reason is because they think I have a disability. They think I have Asperger's or whatever it is. And a lot of people that will be watching my videos won't know too much about it, and I don't really know too much about it myself because I'm just new to it since I had my last seizure. Before that, my parents were trying to take me to counseling because they're like, he can't manage to be on his own, so we're gonna counsel him because he has to live with us again. The only reason why I was living on my own when I was is because I had no choice but to do it, and my parents weren't here because I lived 2 hours away from where I'm at now, in the small town that I told you that I grew up in, where people don't get out, which is called Pueblo, and I actually live in Colorado. And I want to get out of here, and my parents finally starting to try to over the years, because my dad's from Massachusetts, so over the years we kept going back and forth from Colorado to Massachusetts, Colorado, because my mom's like, I'm homesick, I'm gonna go back to Colorado. And my entire life here in Colorado, I've never really liked it. I never fitted in here. I don't even like the football team in this state, which is the Denver Broncos. I never really cared about them. When I was young, I never really watched football. So when I started, and cable wasn't really out at the time, so that is why I never really cared about football. But then when I started getting older, and then my dad telling me that he liked he grew up in Massachusetts and he was a New England Patriots fan, and went to Massachusetts and understanding it more, I became a New England Patriots fan myself. And at the time when I really started watching football, that's when Tom Brady just became quarterback of the Patriots. So after that first year that he won the Super Bowl, I didn't know he was going to be who he is today. Because even then, yeah, he won that first Super Bowl, but at that time he still was just trying to put his name out there. He just won his first Super Bowl, and so years after that, he became what he is now, and that just grew my love for the team. And then like last November, hearing the story about Tom Brady is another reason why I am a Patriots fan, is because one, when I look at the New England Patriots and you look at them, they're red, white, and blue. And if you're, yeah, you don't have to like the Patriots because of that, but it's just another cool thing about them. If you're a Patriots fan, it's like they got the true American colors. They got red, white, and blue, and the way they're, and like, yes, it shows their the like pilgrim style and the old soldiers, like from back in the day, the National Guard kind of soldiers, and they used to wear those like first all that stuff, and kind of like from the movie Patriot with Mel Gibson and Keith Ledger. You remember that movie? Oh, I'm not paying attention because the person that I was playing with, guess what he did? Just guess what he did. Actually, you don't need to guess. You already know what he did. He destroyed everything here, so it's pointless. It's pointless for me to be in this. And quite frankly, I'm kind of pissed off because of this. And actually, oh, they're gonna shut down the server here because I'm playing this really late, like 5 in the morning. But I kind of slept all day yesterday and the day before. I just because I've been kind of bummed I didn't have internet and working, and it's still not 100%, but the way I have it set up, my parents don't like the way it's set up now, but I have no choice to have it set up this way. It's because I know they're mad and because they want it too, but I use it more than they do, and like if you saw me on Tuesday, my mom, she just threw out it's hard for me to get deep into my personal stuff, but because it's hard if you're not there with me in person or know what's going on. All I can say is I got into a spat with my mom because I was trying to tell her because I know this stuff. I'm a tech person, and well, how many minutes are left? Oh, 6 minutes. We're good. Oh, I thought he had a lantern thing gear because of his back. But I think he had like the checkmate or something back, whatever it's called, something to that kind of a chest. And it was showing the lightning, whatever that logo looks like on the back of it. But anyway, yeah. So 5 minutes now before they shut it down, but that's why I'm playing this late, because it's actually gonna be 5 in the morning. They shut it down 5 in the morning where I'm at. I live in Denver, so that's like the West Coast. So, where Mountain Time, my time, which is 5 in the morning, they're shutting it down here. And actually, I think wherever they had, wherever the creators live, it might be like California, the Pacific time or whatever. They're probably shutting it down at 3 in the morning over there. Because actually, I think I'm like 2 hours ahead of California, or an hour for sure, if I can remember correctly. And then like, I have 2 sisters that are in Florida. I don't know about my younger one that just graduated, because I had a sister that just graduated, but she's not sure she's gonna stay over there, but right now she's living with my sister, and I don't know how that's gonna work out, because they've been together all summer, but I don't know if they're gonna stay together. It seems to be working all right. They don't fight or anything, or which I can kind of see why, because they grew up close to each other. But then I grew up close to my older sister because I'm a year apart, so we always hanged out a lot. But then but if you really know me, I can be away from uh, my older sister, which is a year younger than me, because I'm the oldest, of course. And the reason why I can be away from her is the fact that I always used to be.
I'll be back.